Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of a new Trekkie. My 5-year mission to search out Star Trek media, to seek out our fans and merchandise, to boldly go where no fan has gone before.
That's interesting. A giant spider, the queen spider. Oh, hello there. Greetings and salutations. Yes, I'm reading a science fiction novel. Today we are talking about 2 episodes from the original run of Star Trek. In this case, the Omega Glory and the Ultimate Computer. And you're probably thinking like, oh, he's wearing a political shirt. Well, yeah. Couple days is the midterm, so yeah, it's important you gotta vote. Yeah, so that's all I'm gonna say. Born to vote. Come a few days. If you can, vote early or vote on voting day. So, without further ado, let's get into talking about the first episode we're gonna be talking about, which is the Omega Glory. What is this episode about? Well, Kirk must find the cure to a deadly disease and put an end to another Starfleet captain's cultural interference. This was one of the 3 outlines submitted for selection as second pilot of Star Trek, there was being Mudd's Women and Where No Man Has Gone Before. I can see what they were trying to do, honestly. But at the same time, it feels like a hodgepodge of ideas. In that, I think that Captain Ronald, the character of Captain Ronald Tracy, as like a antagonist, Morgan Woodward does a great job in the fact that he is intimidating and the fact that he is just doing what he believes should be done in a way.
Sacrificed hundreds just to throw us out in the open. We killed thousands and they still came.
Like, he is interfering with this planet and, saying, hey, I want you to help me and all that stuff. It's almost like he's trying to say, I am the god of this planet in a way, because he is trying to show dominance over the inhabitants of the planet in a way. Because he's trying to say, no, you shall not leave this planet, you shall not leave, in a way. However, the issue that I would later say that this episode has is the fact that Star Trek, the Twilight Zone, this episode has a bit of a twist. And the twist is, the natives of the planet are actually, end up being descendants of, not World War One, but, the Revolution and all that. Because there's, an American flag in the background, and then it says something about, Native Americans and all that. But, trying to be Native Americans and all that, I mean, this was back in the 1960s, where they basically say, oh, we'll just have anybody be a Native American. The Lost Colony had just recently decided, yeah, we might want to have native actors be Indians and all that, instead of yellow face and all that, orange face and all that face. But I mean, I get the ideas what they're trying to do and all that, but I don't really think it works well, and that it just seems like a hodgepodge of ideas that they're trying to do. I mean, but at the same time, the acting is good. Morgan Woodward and everyone else in the cast, they do a great job. So that's something to commend them for. So let's go ahead and look at an episode which I'm excited to talk about, which is The Ultimate Computer. In this episode, the crew of the Enterprise race to disable a rogue computer in total control of the ship. What makes this episode honestly really worth looking back at, honestly, is because of the actors. Barry Russo as Commander Robert Wesley, and the great William Marshall as Dr. Richard Daystrom. I mean, if the name William Marshall sounds familiar to you, he was actually the actor that would play several years after this the title character of Blackula and its films. So the fact that we get some great actor talent for an episode is really great, and it's really commendable in a way. And the whole basically theme or idea of this episode is, what if we the supercomputer and the fact that it would make decisions that no human would be able to take, that would not have feeling, would not be able to, that would in a way replace man, so that they would not have to go into space and take on these dangerous missions. And honestly, that's been done quite on science fiction, but in Trek it really works because the use of drama and the use of actors and all that stuff really works here. And honestly, you really can see all of the bit of details, how Richard Daystrom, how he is really conflicted about this.
This is Daystrom.
Daystrom acknowledged.
M5. Do you know me?
Daystrom, Richard. Originator of Contronic Duotronic Systems. Born.
Stop. M5, your attack on the starships is wrong.
Because he has always been, this doctor, this creator, who was, in a way, made fun of, ridiculed, and then was basically said, I'm going to get there. I'm going to be a great doctor and inventor. And he does, and at first, when he told, we got to turn your computer off, unfortunately. It's you're turning off my child, this thing that I've created for so many years. And that is actually, that's done quite in sci-fi, science fiction, quite a lot, especially today. But it feels, when it was done here, it really works. And especially the fact that Marshall does really help elevate the material.
20 years of groping to prove the things I'd done before were not accidents. Seminars and lectures to rows of fools who couldn't begin to understand my systems. Colleagues laughing behind my back at the boy wonder.
And he does a great job. He is really, all the actors in this episode are really great. And it feels great to check it out. And honestly, especially the fact, Uhura, it feels, at one point, it feels like she's checking this doctor out. But that's just, one moment. But honestly, I would like to see an episode where it seems like Uhura was able to get some for Nisha Nichols was able to get something for an episode in a row where she was able to have a bit more dramatic for the show. But honestly, I gotta say this episode really is worth checking out. The Ultimate Computer is great Trek, and the fact that we got some great drama, some good acting, and overall, at times, it's just like good science fiction. The themes, the ideas on it, it's just true Trek in my opinion. But what do you guys think of these 2 episodes? Do you like them? Do you not like them? What are your thoughts? Put your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know. As always, thank you for watching, and I shall be sure to see you next time. See you later.